What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Gaming Channel. My name's AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with This is the Police. And we'll be starting, I think this is day 62. See here, Police Academy student selling cocaine. Mayor Rogers, I will bring order to the police station. Twister Strip Club owner, my dancers are all feminists. Let's head in the office.
All the information about Laura, just like you asked.
Mr. Boyd, keep your voice
A little too happy, dude.
Someone could be listening.
Oh, I'm sorry, Emma. It's my first time doing something like this. Here's the envelope. Everything's in there.
Fine. Mr. Boyd, please write for Mr. Fry on this envelope and drop it in the mailbox across the street.
What? I don't want this handled like it's some kind of game.
Mr. Boyd, those are the rules. Now please, lower your voice.
Fine. Okay, Emma. I'll put this envelope in the mailbox across the street, just like you said.
That's not obvious.
Now that damn Mr. Fry is going to get an envelope out of the mailbox.
Talking to yourself, Mr. Boyd? And we thought we'd have to catch you at the police station. But it turns out Jack Boyd has come down to meet us personally. Do you know why we're here, Mr. Boyd?
I don't even know who you are.
My name is Eugene Chaffee. I'm a businessman. Rather, a restaurateur. Although I usually tell everyone I'm a businessman. Which sounds better? Businessman or restaurateur?
Oh, I think I've heard of you. You have a restaurant and a slaughterhouse. And you serve refried veal steaks.
Well, fried veal steaks isn't my only business. But
I'd eat that.
It's what I'm best known for. I thought it was time we meet Mr. Boyd, and my friend here. I believe you're already acquainted. His name is Troy Starr.
Never heard of him. So what do you want, Mr. Chaffee? Looking for a spokesman for your beef products? I recently changed my image and my hair.
Eugene and I really want to help you, Mr. Boyd. Although after our phone call, I've had my doubts. I was making love to my wife, and you called me and told me to fuck myself. That kind of behavior is rude and inappropriate, Mr. Boyd.
I didn't mean to offend you, Mr. Starr. Just thumbing my nose at that prick mayor of ours. You keep making love to your wife, or did I ruin the mood?
There's a nice cafe around the corner. Spare us a couple of minutes of your time, Mr. Boyd.
Yeah, but there's crimes I have to solve.
Lately, I've been so busy that I rarely get to sit and relax in such a nice place. And with such interesting company.
Get to the point, Mr. Chaffee. I'm busy too. In fact, I think I hear some teenagers next door robbing and raping an old woman. Maybe she's your aunt.
You see, Mr. Boyd.
Good morning. What do you want?
A big mug of beer.
We don't serve big mugs of beer.
Then a small mug of beer.
We don't have beer in any size glasses. This is a family restaurant. Moms and dads come with small children. I can bring you a lollipop to suck on.
Monica, where's your famous charm? Bring the gentleman a beer. I'm sure you've got a bottle under the counter. Check between the dead cats and the dried heads of your ex-boyfriends. This man, by the way, is your police chief.
Don't be silly. The police chief has a bald spot the size of a toilet seat.
So, as I was...
Oh, I'm sorry, Eugene. It's Rogers. Probably forgot how to wipe his ass.
When you're 82, Troy, you'll probably forget you need to wipe your ass at all. But very well, run along. We can continue without you. So, Mr. Boyd, as you may already know, the official job of my old friend Mr. Starr is to cause trouble for you. But believe me, it's not out of malice. It's to maintain his cover at City Hall. But to somewhat balance out this trouble, I've decided to help you out. Every day, pay close attention to your morning newspaper, Mr. Boyd. You'll find messages hidden among the pages. Simple notes, but make no mistake, the information you'll find there is extremely useful. You see, Troy Starr isn't my only spy. That's it, Mr. Boyd. I told you it would only take a couple of minutes. I wouldn't want to disturb you while you're enjoying your drink. Keep in touch, my dear little cupcake. Oh, yes, I'm quite good at puns.
Something smells fishy with this
Never
guy.
imagined what meeting Robespierre would be like, but I certainly didn't figure the first thing he'd do was buy me a drink.
Oh,
Getting
okay.
him to serve a beer at a family cafe? And this Robespierre has some strange superpowers. Strange, but not entirely useless.
Okay, so it's Robespierre. That makes more sense. Was up all night, couldn't sleep, and now I have this ringing in my ears. No. I go to work in that shape all the time. I need to take my care. Car in the shop. No, I need the officers today. You're staying on the clock. Go to the map. You advise we're cutting department budget. No, screw you, dude. Okay, we're losing one officer. Who to lose? We could drop Perez. In all honesty, yeah, fire her.
911 in progress.
Jeez, already. Elderly security guard Robert Childress saw 6 people break through the hole in the fence around a construction yard, climb onto the site, start filling up a car with bricks. At first, the guard was only worried about the stolen building materials, but when the thieves started climbing into the more dangerous construction areas, he began to fear for their lives. These idiots are going to get themselves killed. You better hurry. Yancey, Donut, Scott, Goodwin. Handle that. Investigations. Okay. I think this was the homicide. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Robert Stone helped me out a little bit here. He sent me his theory for this one. So let's see here. Okay, so we got the car pulls up outside. Guys get out. The jacket. Nope, doesn't look like that's the proper way things worked. Let's try this. There. Walks out with the briefcase. No? Okay. Would you say that's black or is that blue? I'd say that's black. Again, okay, I still apparently can't figure this one out. That drug sale we've gotten figured out. We just need to send cops along with Moser, but Moser's off today, so we can't get that one taken care of. A young man who has just been robbed called in a report, and I quote, "He came through the gate with a knife and demanded my wallet. I tried to run, but he caught me and pushed me to the ground. In addition to my wallet, he took my watch, shoes, and even my belt. My mother gave me that belt." Shaw, Crow, Asano. Got a mafia assignment. Jack, we have something down at the suburb at 11:40. One policeman. Okay, so I get $1,000 for that? Okay.
We've got a situation.
One of the suspects was running around and almost fell down an elevator shaft. He was standing right next to the edge. There's terror in his eyes. Push him into the elevator. Easy, kid. It's a long way down. I thought one option was just to basically murder the kid.
1111.
A drug possession. Eleanor Compton went to wash her hands before eating, but wandered into the cafe's kitchen by mistake. I looked around and saw several bags of white powder. I know cocaine a mile away. I watch TV. Koji, Tsubaki, Brock, you're on that one. So yeah, I mean, like I've been saying with the homicide, if you can figure it out before I do the next video, please tell me. I cannot figure that one out for the life. What the fuck is this music? Mr. Boyd, you don't know me, and I suppose that's just as well. As for what I do, you probably wouldn't approve. So I won't trouble you with any unnecessary details and get straight to the point. For one very specific, let's call it an operation. I need 3 dead police officers, 1 female and 2 male. Race and age do not matter. I'll return in a couple of days to collect the bodies. We wouldn't want them to start decomposing. That's a little fucked up. And I'm not killing my officers for that.
1111 completion.
This false alarm miscounted to sell several transparent bags packed with ordinary salt and mistook the contents for cocaine. As you do.
413 in progress.
Oops, nope, we can't call that one just yet. Animal assault. A man just called in. His voice was high-pitched and he sounded hysterical. Hello, police. Some kind of beast broke into my apartment and is running all over everywhere. God, one bite from this thing and I'm dead. Hurry. Scott and Goodwin. I don't think that one's going to be any... I think that's going to be another false alarm, but we got the officers. Might as well send them. Yeah. Oh, good. He had double homicide. An unidentified man who was unable to pay at the checkout reacted by killing the cashier, then the security guard, and fled the scene. Okay. Put Ackers in lead. Mole as the second. Animal assault, a large wasp. Figured. What did I... Oh!
11 in progress.
Okay. Cynthia Jason filed a complaint against a workman at her building. It appears he's been very vulgar and follows her around. I've never seen such a horrible jerk. Punish him. Okay. No, I think that that call I sent my detectives on, I think that was the thing for Vargas. Jack, you got into our business when you opened an investigation regarding double homicide. It would be better for both of us if the whole thing was settled by 1557. Hopefully $6,000 will cover your expenses. Jesus. So what, does he want me to close it or archive the case? That's not happening, dude. I don't like you.
1111 in progress.
According to an anonymous source, a house registered to Ernest Franklin is being used to produce and store large quantities of drugs. Mr. Franklin has a... What the fuck was that? Sorry, I just heard a loud banging sound somewhere in my apartment. According to an anonymous source, a house registered to Ernest Franklin is being used to produce and store large quantities of drugs. Mr. Franklin has a record a mile long, including illegal weapons and drug charges. The last time we had him in here, he just opened fire on some teenagers before climbing onto his yard to retrieve a baseball. I need 4 police today. It's a very important day for my daughter. She's getting married, and I want everything to be perfect. I'm a very powerful businessman. We're talking the kind of success that you can't get without making enemies, so surprise, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we'll send them if we can get the people. Jeez. So many false alarms today. Go. I don't have anyone to send to this disorderly conduct call. Can I just send the SWAT and be done? Apparently not. A woman called in speaking in awestruck praise. I hear from my wall the thumping of angels. Oh, the Lord comes. Behold his glory. The television was right. That's odd. I have nobody to send. Okay, you didn't need him. Loot found was a ficus. Let's sell the ficus.
910B in progress.
A passerby saw 2 strange men across the street smashing the shop window of the Miss Sofa furniture store. Then they disappeared inside. Jack, we're going to have a party and we want to trust that the protection. Let my guys relax and keep the hands off the butts of the guns. Well, I don't have any people, dude. I'd contemplate it if I had some officers. Well, so everything went perfectly. We started off serious, all business, but then the party But then the pretty girls all wanted to be photographed with us. We ended up eating cake with newlyweds. It was a great day. Awesome, but they're all drunk now. And yeah, I got $4,000. All right, not bad, not bad. Is there a pause, or what was I looking for? Affairs, 2 days till my next request. Donisano and Scott handle that one. Those as SWAT in the paddy wagon. Go to that call. I want to finish up this arrest, but I can't until we what's the word? Until Moser gets on the clock. The club bouncer says they've detained a weird guy who took off his clothes and started molesting girls on the dance floor. Come pick up the idiot and haul him off. That wouldn't be as funny if it wasn't for the fact that it literally said he took off his clothes and then proceeded to do that. Krause handle that one. Pouring the double homicide. Okay, so tall middle-aged man dressed in an unbuttoned gray coat and a white t-shirt. Upon entering the store, went right for the alcohol, picked up a 6-pack of beer, then headed to the checkout. I was standing right in front of this guy at the checkout. He seemed pretty suspicious to me, and what a nasty smell. I got away from him as fast as I could, and on the way out, I told one of the guards to keep an eye on him. I was in line with this guy. He was obviously in a hurry and very nervous. He handed the cashier his credit card. When the cashier told him that the account was empty, he pulled his gun and shot the poor girl in the head. Then the guard, who was standing nearby, tried to grab his gun, but the guy was too fast and finished him off. Me and my partner Ron were talking when a woman came up and said we should watch the strange man at the checkout. Ron went there, and then I saw the flash and heard shots, and this guy was rushing to the exit with his beer. I was in such shock I didn't have time to do anything. Didn't even have a chance to get my gun out. I'm about to go inside, and suddenly this idiot jumps out and almost knocks me over. I didn't have time to yell or anything, but he just jumped on his bike and left. Okay, walks in. You know, he shoots the lady. But we don't know. But yeah, the other officer wouldn't have gone for his gun because he went straight for the guy in the gray's gun. Reporting the massacre. Yeah, he sent a flare. Yeah, so it was diesel fuel that started it. Obviously, he got in the life raft and went away. And then nothing new on. Yeah, not surprised. A man and a woman are struggling to carry a luxurious couch through the broken window and into her van. Help load it up, sit on the sofa. Drop the furniture right now, put your hands behind your head. For the disorderly conduct. It wasn't trumpeting angels appearing out of nowhere. It was the music school students in the next apartment rehearsing on the tuba. Oh, that hurts me in many, many ways. Marcus Krause was killed in a car accident. According to preliminary reports, he was drunk. Wonderful. Send the day. Officially declare him dead so we can get the new officer. Oh, look, a little note. Freeburg abandons drinking fountains, bike ride in the city center. Senior citizens empty pharmacies across. Pharmacies across just ends. It's this. City Hall. The City Hall doesn't like me. The Mafia. The police station, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Not sure what that means, but alright. I think that means kiss ass to City Hall right now, because they're not fans of me right now. Yeah, go home, dude. Start the day. Police station, labor market. Yeah, we need a new officer to replace the dead guy. And looks like Brandy Bailey will be hired for shift B. Wonderful. And that's all for now. Okay, Bruno Savini works at the Atala Funeral Home. Kemp, Murata. Go Moser and make the arrest.
210 in progress.
A bus driver just called in reporting that a group of teenagers were running down the street, throwing stones at the shop windows. The man told them to stop. Before his trouble, he was struck in the head by a rock. Barcelona, Perez, and Petska. Why not?
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Send Gardner just to back him up. Drug sales. Offender was caught. Able to close case, all suspects. Good job, everyone. Good job. Take a look at investigations. Detectives on this double homicide. Might as well put Porter and Skinner on the case. I'll throw Moser on there too while we wait. Some items went missing at the home of Veronica Long. Items worth over $10,000. That's a weird way to write that, but whatever. A friend and I were sitting together in the evening, drinking wine, and on a lark, Clara said we should try on my jewels. We had fun putting on rings and necklaces, trying different things together, and then we set everything back in the box. My friend went home, and I decided to look at my jewelry one more time. That's when I noticed 4 rings were missing. I was literally wearing them an hour ago. They are very expensive and have been in the family for generations. Robbins Dickens. Head out to that call.
210 complete.
Report on the disorderly conduct. Everything worked out. As Murata and Kemp are back. Go to the double homicide. Throw Moser on that one as well.
Looks like we have a situation.
Police have arrived at Clara Long's residence. Her husband opened the door. She shot a look at the police and ran away down the hall, but soon returned and sat on the sofa. Bring out the stolen items, lady. Loot found. We'll sell it. Why not?
411 in progress.
Suicide threat. Theater director called in reporting that one of the young dancers had locked herself in the dressing room and wouldn't respond to the knocks at the door. I don't have the strength to break down the door, and I'm afraid the girl might have done something to herself. She was very upset to learn that she won't be among the principal cast in the upcoming premiere. Kent Petska. Do we have a snitch? We do not. Barcelona. Welcome to being a rat. What's... See, I'm not sure if he's if this consulting detective will just solve the case for you or what. Because if he'll solve the case for me, I kind of want to hire him just to get that one case out of the way so I can be done with it. Jack, we have something going down today at Sadie's Jewelry Store at 1900. We wouldn't want any policemen crash the party. I think 2,000 would be enough for such a request.
$11.10 in progress. 411.
Jack, I thought we had an understanding, but a lack of respect is making me think otherwise. Remember, we don't treat our enemies with kid gloves. Do we make... What are you talking about? Port officers opened a container, and instead of cement as specified in the documents, they found boxes of very rare and expensive alcohol. Soon after, an SUV approached the place, and 3 armed men got out. Screams and gunshots were heard. This sounds like a send everyone call. Alright, that call from the Vargas should be popping up soon.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant.
Camp Petska.
911 in progress.
Theft. The guards at the jewelry store detained a man who had quietly pocketed a necklace of gold rings. The scumbag is acting all offended and refuses to turn out his pockets. Said the store's head of security, come and sort this out yourself. We'll let that one go. I don't want the Vargas to, you know, I mean, I'm investigating the Vargas. I'm gonna try and take down their operation, but I'd rather, you know, not get killed in the process.
Complete.
Reporting the smuggling. Jesus. You know what's funny, though? One, it's sad that that's my new rat. But that's the exact kind of officers that one guy wanted the bodies for.
911 complete.
Yeah, give me $2,000 for that. Reporting the theft. Alright, nobody was hurt. I'll take it. Gotta wait till everybody gets back to go to that armed robbery. God, that sucks that those three... We're gonna hold on to the bodies for a little bit. At least until that one dude, like, shows back up. An obese woman wearing a bunny mask entered a boutique and told the saleswoman to put all the money from the register into a sports bag. When the clerk laughed, the woman wearing the mask pulled out a gun, fired it in the air. Another customer at the store whispered from the dressing room, besides the money, she also wanted a red dress size XL. Is it bad if I laugh? Yeah, no new frames. Open the investigation. So he walks in, grabs the beer, pays, shoots her, runs out, gets on his bike. We're still not all the way there, but we're getting there. And that's what matters. That one worked. End the day. Keep the body in the morgue. Delay paperwork. Delay paperwork. Alright, City Hall. We're at least in better favor with City Hall now. In Rome, do blah, blah, blah. Garbage collection fee increased 25%. Freeburg hockey team on strike. 3 months, no pay. Christ icon discovered in foundation of Buddhist temple. Okay.
What's this, Martin? Think that'll cover breakfast?
Good Lord, Jack. You should knock.
Don't worry, Martin. I don't care what kind of business you're up to. Although on second thought, scratch that. I'm very interested in your business. In fact, that's why I'm here. You have a lot of connections?
Depends on what you need.
I want to keep my job. I've got another 5 years in me at least. I want to prove my dismissal is illegal. You know someone who can help?
Jack, are you sure you want to get involved in this fight?
Martin, let's not,
Got yourself a new toy?
Oh, you noticed, Martin. Just like a teenager, always on the move. Yeah.
Hello. Is this Mr. Boyd?
Last I checked, who's this? And where did you get my personal number?
When you work at the prosecutor's office, it's not too hard to find someone's phone number.
The prosecutor's office? Just a second. Martin, out. I need to take this.
Is this his office?
But Jack, it's my office.
Called it.
Okay, I understand. I'll go grab an ice cream. As for your little problem, Jack, I think we can work something out. Give me a couple of weeks.
Weeks?
Jack, what you're asking is...
Yeah, okay, I get it. Now get out already.
So again, you're ordering him out of his own office.
I'm sorry, what did you say your name was?
My name is Lana Berman. I'm the deputy prosecutor of Freeburg. Well, one of the deputies. Not even the first deputy, to tell you the truth.
How can I help you, Miss Berman?
I don't know how to say this, Mr. Boyd. You see, Mr. Boyd, I'm in line to be the next prosecutor of Freeburg, and apparently that's happening quite soon.
Soon? Shia Broom was just re-elected for a new term.
Yes, but she'll be resigning in February. She's suffering from a heart condition, so she's chosen a replacement to carry out her term, and she chose me. You have no idea of the scandal, Mr. Boyd. I've only been at the prosecutor's office for half a year, and she chose me. It's incredible.
That really is unbelievable, Miss Berman. But what's it got to do with me?
Well, I understand how this call would seem strange to you, Mr. Boyd, but Mrs. Broom said she said that you have a lot going on, but you're the most honest official in the city. And if I really want to change the city for the better, and I swear that's what I want, then I should meet you.
I'm afraid Mrs. Broom was exaggerating.
Oh, believe me, Mr. Boyd, Mrs. Broom is not one to exaggerate. I'm sorry, Mr. Boyd, I need to run. Do you mind if I call you later?
Do I mind? Let me think. No, I don't mind, Miss Berman.
Thank you, Mr. Boyd.
All right, today's a great day. It's the day of my daughter's wedding. No way I can miss. Oh God, yeah, coming tomorrow though. Ooh, we have a new stripe to dish out. Who's been doing good work? You know what? I'm liking you, Donut. I like your name too. Makes me hungry. Go to the map. Bruno Savini turned out to be a member of the gang known as Atala Funeral Home. It's not a gang, that's a... whatever. Stop it, cat. Playing my headphones. He can help you take down the gang as an informant. Of course. Let's, do a little interrogating. Okay, name Bruno Savini, gender male, age 18. Medical examination subject suffers from phonophobia. Isn't that the fear of noises? Was hospitalized for electrical burns, and since then he avoids electricity, or maybe I guess the fear of electricity. Efforts by psychologists to help him deal with his childhood traumas have proven unsuccessful. As a child, Bruno Savini was a competitive swimmer and placed in dozens of competitions. He gave up the sport after an unpleasant experience after he finished swimming lessons one evening. Some girls locked him inside his locker and left him alone there all night. Since then, he repeatedly appealed to psychologists to help him with his fear of the dark and closed spaces. He was also regularly exposed to violence at home. After the death of his parents in an automobile accident, Bruno Savini dedicated himself to his studies and graduated high school with honors. He received a scholarship to a prestigious college where he was counted one of the 3 best students. He also took several side jobs while he was in school. On one of these jobs at Atala Funeral Home, he met Dante Gambino. They have since been close. Mr. Gambino has assisted Savini in the past, bailing him out when Savini's gotten into minor jams. He even listed as Savini's emergency contact. Just do something special, take care of... Yeah, who do you work for? I'm my own boss, pig. Okay, so we already know you're in with Dante Gambino. He worked for you, or is it the other way around? How about you simplify your life? Help us out a little bit. Your mother isn't happy? No. Listen, you're young and clever. You help us, we'll help you. We'll put in a good word for you. You might even get to go to college after all. We know he was interested in his studies. We know his mom's dead, so yeah, that's probably not a good idea. Yeah, let's appeal to his better knowledge. College, you assholes don't know anything about me. Okay, so okay. Well, let's go with Gambino. Maybe I missed the other part. That's the first time I'm hearing that name. You're lying. Gambino adopted you after the death of your parents. Did he? No, that's not how it worked. Repeatedly bailed you out. You'd be a fool to deny it. Photo from surveillance cameras. I can't prove it, but I can smell a liar. No, that's not right. Yep, bailing him out. Okay, fine. I'll tell you what you want. Okay, I'll tell you everything. It was Dante Gambino. I got the drugs from him. I just did what he asked. There we go. Start the investigation into Dante. Ow! Gambino! Sorry, my cat just jumped up and clawed the shit out of my leg. That really fucking hurt. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what the hell he's doing right now. That really fucking hurt. Oh, God. All right, job officer and ask for detective. Okay. Over here, detectives. Kuzma. We'll pull him off that and put him on. Put him on this. On this one. Got to fight. The city center noise from a garbage truck woke up a vagabond who was sleeping on a nearby bench. The homeless man became angry and went to scold the truck's driver. A fight soon erupted. Sano, Scott, Goodwin, handle that. Sorry for all the clunking. My cat's being a gigantic dickhead right now. I sold the ficus. We'll take all $8. Jose Mumau, I have no idea how to pronounce that, reported a run-in with a pickpocket at the park. His wallet was stolen along with some documents and an expensive watch. I'm sure it was the red-haired brat. He was rubbing all over me. Donut, Tsubaki, Bailey, send out the new hire.
311A complete.
Investigation has started into drug possession. Dante Gambino is an old and reliable employee at the Atala Funeral Home. His job is to import and distribute drugs. The cocaine is stored in a metal urn, normally used for ashes. The office is open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. The goods are brought through the main entrance after closing time. A truck filled with urns comes twice a month. The driver moves the boxes filled with product inside the funeral home. The drug-filled urns are stored in a fireproof cabinet in the office of Federico Laterza. The owner of the whole operation, Dante Gambino, keeps a key in her office. Which he wears on a big chain with a lot of other keys. Oh, okay. Sorry. The pronouns there. I'm like, wait a minute. Dante Gambino. That's a male name, and I'm sure he's been referred to as a man. But I forgot the Frederica Laterza or whatever. Yeah, okay, whatever. Sitting quietly on a bench is a red-haired guy who fits the description, but in the distance there's a woman struggling with a young man in a hood, shouting and clutching her bag. Oh, crap. Yeah, help the guy. The guy in the hoodie notices the police, tries to escape. He stumbles. Several wallets, a piece of jewelry come tumbling from his pockets. Holy crap, I was right. Shoot the fleeing man. Yeah, shoot him with a taser.
911.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
1310 in progress.
Hello, I was contacted by a lawyer named Donald Horton Jr., who told me some wonderful news. It turns out I'm a distant relative of a Nigerian prince who recently died, and he left me $15 billion. I only need to pay to $20,000 in gold bullion to open an account to receive the money, but I noticed that the lawyer carries a pistol, so I decided to play it safe and call in a police escort to make sure everything goes smoothly. Yancey, Kochi, Sano, Handle that.
In progress.
See here, Phyllis Emery is clearly beside himself. This jerk took out his crooked dick in the middle of a crowded bus and started to poke me with it. God, it was disgusting, I screamed. Several of the men in the bus grabbed the pervert and wrestled him to the ground. City Hall had a wall repainted by some hooligans. If the police can't do their jobs in a timely manner, they send the criminals to prison. Then they can spend the shift cleaning up the wall. Crap. Scott Bailey, handle that. Public indecency handled. Officers unharmed. An eyewitness saw a man in a pickup truck cruising down a road and siphoning off the fuel into the spare tanks he carried in the back. The passerby went up to him and saw the guy had a gun and ran. Yancey Coachy Donut, handle that. An elderly man called the station in a rage. I went to the drugstore to buy a hearing aid and some pain reliever, and the guy behind the counter tried to sell me cocaine. Tsubaki Asano. Jeez, armed robbery. An armed man entered a publishing office and demanded a copy of the new novel by writer Ivan Bykov, I'm not sure, which had just gone to press. Goodwin and Shaw and sent SWAT with them. Okay, is the city just like falling apart today? I can't send anyone to this. Alarms are coming in from Hell on Wheels Motor Show. Eyewitnesses report that a group of attackers broke the window, ran inside and stole 6 luxury cars. According to one onlooker, they all drove off in the same direction, so you should be able to catch them all. Well, again, I can't unless I get some officers back. Suspect has been sighted. He squatted down next to someone's car. One end of the hose in the gas tank, the other end of the hose in the suspect's mouth. Apparently, he's trying to siphon fuel. Strike a match to see him better. Take the hose out of your mouth, put your hands up. He sees the police, quickly pulls a gun from the rear holster. He shoots wildly and misses. And just, boom, drop him. Okay, apparently that's the offender caught, not the offender ends up dead, but whatever. Has a hearing problem, nothing came of it. The man fires a shotgun into the air and yells at the editor, "Better bring me the fucking book right now, or you'll be the hero in tomorrow's obituaries." Drop the weapon, you'll be reading all about it in the morgue. Just shoot him with the taser, be done with it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to make that carjacking. Nah, I just don't have any officers. Right. During a performance, somebody began shouting racist speech at a black singer and then fired several shots from a pistol. The room descended into panic and everybody ran for the exits. Send who I got, plus paddy wagon.
112 in progress.
Got a driving under the influence. A passerby reported a dark sedan speeding through red lights, swerving from side to side. He's got to be drunk or stoned. Just thought you'd want to know. Sent Goodwin and Shaw. Alright, reporting the drug possession. Okay, storing a metal urn normally used for ashes. Check. Goods are brought in through the main entrance. Okay, so they're brought in through the main entrance for closing time. I think that's... We still need a couple more frames, but... And we're working on it. Okay, yeah, you didn't pay with cash. No. Bam. He shoots the cop because the cop advanced. He didn't pull a gun. Okay. Yeah, I still think we're still missing a panel here.
I was trying to raise 10-1.
We don't have anyone else to send. Didn't matter. We still handled it just fine. The massacre is report. No. God damn it. It's like not the first time. Samori, stop commenting so early. Come on. I mean, keep commenting, but come on. Oh, okay. There we go. Samuel Bustamante, Varga Mafia Lieutenant. Yeah, but we can't, yeah, because Mole's at home today. The report on the homicide.
Looks like we have a situation.
Police crews are caught up with the sedan, which is swerving dangerously all over the road. Stop the engine immediately. The sedan suddenly turns into an underground parking garage. Tell the intendant to block all the exits. Yeah, block the exits. Yeah, he'll be stuck. But a civilian was killed. Yeah, we found pharmaceuticals. Ask the mob to sell it. Whatever works, I guess. And end the day. Yeah, okay, I think that was a fairly productive day. But, alright, guys. Well, we'll call this... Let's see what... the Mafia really likes us. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. I'm trying to figure out what these messages mean. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to call this one here. I want to say, as always, thank you so much for watching. Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links to all that stuff can be found down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more next time. But until then, my name's AJ Gells. This is the Third Gaming Channel. I'm out.